One thing can be said, tonight here on Monday Night Raw is going to be unforgettable. Hello everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. And yes, you are hearing my voice once again. I am Travis Bateman, and I am here to announce that I am now a fully fledged commentator here on Monday Night Raw. Me and Michael Cole have been transferred to opposing shows. I am Travis Bateman, and I am fully honored to be calling the flagship show of Monday Night Raw. And my broadcast colleague, none other than Corey Graves. Hello, Corey. Nice to be working with you on a full-time basis. Bateman, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be looking forward to calling this show with you tonight. I'm really excited calling the show to you with you tonight. I will be honest, I'm not exactly going to miss Michael Cole very much. I guess I don't blame you for that. But tonight's Monday Night Raw is going to be exciting. Coming off the epic show, coming off the epic SummerSlam 2-night spectacular, as we are now on the road to WrestlePalooza. Hello, Isabel. I'm doing alright. Did I hear the thunderstorm last night? I did hear rain. I do remember it started raining around about 3-ish, 4 in the morning when I was sleeping. Burn it down! Dun, 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 dun. And here comes the Vision. Yeah, the Vision is here. 9:15 p.m. No, I didn't hear that. Hello, Sean. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WWE Champion Seth Rollins, the new United States Champion Braun Breaker, the new Tag Team Champions Nathan Frazier and Bronson Reed, and Patricia Ryan and Paul Heyman, the Vision. Oh, look at this sight, Bateman. Look at this sight, Bateman. Look at the Vision dripping in gold. Well, Patricia Ryan's the only one without gold, but I guess you could say Patricia's gold was beating Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. Absolutely, the Vision clean swept SummerSlam. A lot of people talked about how bad it was tonight, how bad it was going to look for the Vision, but the Vision were able to silence their doubters. Toronto, Canada, welcome to Monday Night Rollins. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins. Everyone kept telling me how I was never going to beat Cody Rhodes, and I beat Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. I am proud of my Vision last night because Patricia Ryan, she beat my wife, Becky Lynch. Seth, I didn't just beat Becky Lynch. I made her tap out like a bitch. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Braun Breaker, my big powerhouse, brought the United States Championship into the Vision, and Nathan and Reed, man, you two brought the Tag Team Championships into the Vision as well, and I am proud of all of you. That's why the Vision is the most dominant group in sports entertainment, because I told you this is exactly what was going to happen at SummerSlam. And there's not a damn person on this planet that can stop the LA Knight. Oh, hang on a sec. Here comes LA Knight. Let me talk to you. LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight. Seth, you talk a big game, but I think you might have forgotten that a few weeks ago I dropped you in the middle of that ring and I beat you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And since I beat you, I am owed a shot at the WWE Championship, and I am going to get my chance at WrestlePalooza in 4 weeks. Yeah! And then I will beat you again, and I will become the new WWE Champion with everybody saying, L.A. Knight! Yeah! You know, when I stare at this ring, I look at 4 bums in that ring. Braun Breaker, you big muscle, you big overgrown muscle head. You all muscles and no brain, just like your father Rick and your uncle Scott, because your Steiner math is going to be wrong. You know, you get your Steiner math wrong 9 times out of 10. Yeah. And Big Bronson, you big Aussie, you say you're Auszilla, but I'll tell you this: I'm even sure even Godzilla would bulldoze over you. You big Australian freak. Yeah. A factory was on fire yesterday. Oh, that's not good. And of course I can't. I see 5. I see 5 dummies in this ring. I see Nathan Frazier, who's only in this spot because Seth trained him. And of course, let's not forget about the stupid British little bitch, Bitcha Ryan. I see 5 dummies. Yeah. Did he call her Bitcha Ryan? Bitcha, shut up! Hey! LA Knight, you have no idea what you're asking of, man. You want to come out here and you want to talk a big game? Well, then why don't you try and fight us then, tough guy? Why don't you try and fight us then, tough guy? I would do that, but as you guys can see, there's 5 of you. And so I decided to get myself some friends. Dun, 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 dun. Oh ho ho! Zero! Nato! Hang on, it's the former tag team champions. It's Penta and Ray Phoenix. I only see 3 of you, there's 5 of us. Kenny Omega! What? Wait a minute! It's the cleaner, Kenny Omega! Kenny Omega's back! Kenny Omega is back! You gotta be kidding me! dun, 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 la, ooh, da, dun. Oh! Raquel Rodriguez! It's who Patricia's gonna meet later tonight! I see 5 of us, and I see 5 of you! Oh, look at this! And look at the Vision retreating! And the Vision retreating from LA Knight and his new crew members! No, not tonight! Not tonight! Look at this, Seth Rollins retreating with his Vision! Retreating with his Vision! Raquel Rodriguez is going to meet Patricia Ryan later tonight. Raquel Rodriguez came over to Raw via the transfer window, and the Vision, wanting no part of LA Knight and his new cronies. Hey, Big Bro, hey, Braun! Hey, Braun Breaker! If you're a real tough guy, why do you come into this ring later tonight and the 2 of us can go to war? What do you say? Alright, you're on, Kenny! You're on! I'll see you later! Run! I can handle him! I can take him! Don't do anything stupid! I can take him! Braun Breaker has accepted Kenny Omega's challenge to see him later tonight! Wow, this is a chaotic start to Monday Night Raw. This is a chaotic start to Monday Night Raw. Well, this was a good time for me to join Monday Night Raw on a full-time basis. You're damn right, Bateman. We're back live here on Monday Night Raw after the chaotic start. LA Knight, the Lucha Brothers, Kenny Omega and Raquel Rodriguez fought off the Vision. Yeah, what a chaotic start to the show, but it's time for our first match of the night. The Empress Empire are set for 6-woman tag team action. The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Empress Empire, the Beautiful Madness, Julia. Well, I wonder who Isabel and Blake Monroe have found as their tag team partner. Yeah, they needed to find themselves a 3rd partner. But I'm curious, who did they find? And introducing next, Hikaru Uzari. The largest athlete, the largest woman's athlete in the world. She is massive. Just look at the size of her, Bateman. I can never get her. Every time I see how massive this girl is, I am mind blown every time. Yeah, I haven't done any of their entrances. I mean, can you blame me? The last time I did the entrances, my game crashed. So I'm now worried that my game will crash every time I try to do entrances now. And introducing next, Sakai Akai. And their opponents from Melbourne, Australia, Isabel. Well, there's Isabel as she makes her way to the ring. Well, Isabel's has kind of been involved in a little bit of this rivalry with the Empress Empire. Well, last week, she and her new friend Blake Monroe won a tag match against them. Glamour is forever. Glamour's forever like pearls on a chain. Little bit of vintage and a little champagne. Stop for that bite. You can do their engines as you clean your PS4, so maybe it won't crash. And her tag team partner, Blake Monroe. Yeah, maybe cleaning it helped. Who knows? Well, I wonder who did Blake Monroe and Isabel find as their third partner. She's glamorous just like me. Fabulouas. Oh my yes! Oh, man, I knew you'd be happy about this, Graves. Oh, hell yes! Fabulouas, yes. Diamonds on my neck. Psh. She is the most beautiful woman in WWE. My sexy wife Carmella is here on Raw. And their partner from Staten Island, New York. She is the most beautiful woman in WWE. Carmella! Yes! Yes! My prayers have been answered from God above! Listen to this ovation for Carmella here in Toronto. These fans absolutely love Carmella. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love the most beautiful woman in WWE, Bayman? Here we go. Julia starting things off here with Isabel here in this 6-woman tag team match. Oh! Strong start by Isabel. A little bit of a strong start there by Isabel, but remember, but here's the thing. Isabel and Blake Monroe have gotten themselves involved in this whole situation with the Empress Empire due to the fact that Blake Monroe talked badly about Asuka. She trash-talked Asuka, and then the Empress Empire would attack Monroe. But Isabel was being interviewed as that attack happened, and then she came to Blake's rescue, and that's kind of how she's kind of gotten herself intertwined in all of this situation here. Oh, with the Empire. Well, I think Isabel should not have stuck her nose in where it didn't belong. What Monroe said about Asuka had nothing to do with her. Tag, and here comes Blake Monroe as Isabel tags out. Sakaya Kai now finds herself in trouble. The transfer window is now in full effect. And man, what a get for Monday Night Raw. Not only Raquel Rodriguez is now on Raw, but we now have Carmella. Oh man, that was my number one prayer that was going to happen when this transfer window opened. I was praying that my wife would finally leave SmackDown and come over to Raw, and my prayers had finally been answered. Tag made, and here comes Isabel again. Monroe and Isabel working well together as a team. Oh! Working pretty well together. Isabel, was looking for a sharpshooter. Tag made. And here comes the massive Uzani. Isabel's like a small little ant compared to this massive woman. Let's not forget, Isabel did pin Uzani in a tag team match with Blake Monroe. So Isabel has taken this giant woman down before. Oh! But this is Uzani we're talking about, the largest female athlete. She is the largest female athlete to ever grace the WWE. Big slam to Isabel, and Isabel manages to kick out. Well, Isabel's being slowly picked apart here. Isabel being slowly picked apart as Isabel trying to mount a comeback. A drop kick staggers Uzani. And another drop kick, but Uzani is staggered again. And another drop kick by Isabel. Isabel's trying everything she can to keep this massive woman down. Tag! And here comes Carmella. The most beautiful woman has now entered the ring. Isabel makes the hot tag to Carmella. Tag made and tag made to Julia, and here we go. Carmella, 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 Carmella. My God, this reaction for the fans here tonight. I'm telling you, my sexy wife is the most over woman in WWE. Well, it's nice to see her here on Raw. It's nice to have her here on Raw full time. And now Carmella building momentum. And now look at this. And now Carmella taking out Sakaya Kai. Shut up and worship your empress. Oh, and now Julia. Julia from behind grabbing Carmella, slams her down, and a kick out. And look out. Oh, and Carmella with a face buster. And now Sakai. Well, look at this now. And now a fight breaking out. And now a fight breaking out on the outside. Oh! And Carmella with the super kick. Carmella with the super kick on Julia. Oh, and a kick out. Good Lord, a fight breaking out on the outside between the Empire. And an all-out scuffle ensuing. And a massive headbutt. And an all-out scuffle ensuing. And now Carmella makes the tag. Makes the tag to Isabel. Oh, and Isabel with a Meteora. Oh, and Uzani getting knocked off the apron. Uzani getting knocked off the apron. Isabel now taking advantage of the situation here. Julia is now in big trouble. Isabel, top rope. Oh, big double stomp. Nice innovative offense. Tag made, and here comes Monroe. Oh, and Blake Monroe with a big knee right to the face. And Blake Monroe with a big knee right to the face. Julia in trouble. Glamour DDT. The Glamour DDT on Julia. Victory for Monroe and company. Glamour's forever like pearls on a chain. Little bit of vintage and a little champagne. Wow. Monroe and company get the win. Here are your winners. Blake Monroe, Isabel, and Carmella. Wow, what a victory for Blake Monroe, Isabel, and Carmella. Welcome to Raw, Carmella. Welcome to Raw, Carmella. The beautiful madness falls to the Glamour DDT. Well, I don't think Oscar's going to be happy with this result. Ding, ding, ding. No, I don't think she will be. Well, Oscar, there she is. She's arriving in the arena. Excuse me, Oscar. I don't mean to interrupt, but your girls did lose tonight. I'll deal with them later. Daniel, I'm the prodigy, the chosen one, so I demand respect, okay? I demand respect, okay? So, I want to make this perfectly clear. I want Dakota Kai and the Netflix Championship, okay? I understand, but I can't just give it to you. I understand that, but I just can't give you a title match. You have to earn your opportunities here on Raw, Roxanne. I'm the chosen one. I don't have to earn anything, okay? I'm the chosen one. I don't have to earn anything. Do you want me to tell Patrick? Oh my God, you threatening everybody because you don't get your way. Like, really? Do you always have to threaten everybody that you don't get your way with? Get out of here, Emma. This has nothing to do with you. Oh, nothing to do with me? Well, I want an opportunity as well. Well, you know what? This is perfect since the two of you are here. But you know what else would be better? Maybe I could have Ava come over in the transfer window. But you know what? You two, get ready, because you're about to have a match against each other. Well, first of all, you better not bring Ava over here. And as for you, Emma, I'll see you in the ring, loser. It's all about me. Well, here we go. Well, the prodigy Roxanne Perez is now a part of Raw, and she's already off to a great start. What? Is that sarcasm in your voice, Bateman? Of course Roxanne's off to a great start. She's free from Ava. Because the CEO made the transfer official because Ava tried to block Roxanne from leaving. The following contest is set for one fall, making her way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, Emma. Well, Emma ready for singles action against Roxanne Perez, who is now a part of Monday Night Raw. And her opponent, she is the prodigy, the chosen one, Roxanne Perez. You can see the smile on Roxanne's face. She is happy to be free from Ava's tyranny. Well, that's why she did not hesitate to use the transfer window when it opened. I mean, can you blame her? Ava has held a conspiracy against Roxanne. She's been purposely holding Roxanne down She's been purposely holding Roxanne down. And so now, Roxanne is free. Well, Roxanne was making a demand, wanting a shot at the Netflix championship. But Daniel Bryan told her, well, look, I can't just give you a title shot. You gotta earn it. Roxy sucks. Roxy sucks. Roxy sucks. Roxy sucks. Oh, look at that. And a cheap shot by Roxanne. Well, Roxanne's not afraid to fight dirty as always. If there's one thing about Roxanne, she's never afraid to fight dirty. Oh! Well, that's what Roxanne's all about. Well, that's what Roxanne's all about. Fighting dirty. And now Roxanne. Oh! Catches Emma. Catches Emma with a kick. And now in control. And in control of Emma. I'm the chosen one! And now a Russian leg sweep on Emma and a kick out. Roxanne is in control of Emma here in the early stages of this match. Yeah, she is in control of Emma, and now a leg lock as Emma tries to get free. Yeah, Emma gets free. Oh, wait a second, Emma gets free. Counters with a submission of her own here. Yeah, counters with a submission of her own here. Emma counters with a submission of her own. And now here comes Emma, starting to turn things around. And now Emma slowly starting to turn the tides. You know, here's a little bit of a fun fact. These two only wrestled each other once. And what was that one and only time? On an episode of Main Event. That was the only time Perez and Emma met each other, and Emma won that match. That was the only time those two ever met. And now these two can get to meet a whole lot more as Roxanne gains the momentum again. As Roxanne gains the momentum, DDT. And there's the DDT on Emma. And there's the DDT on Emma. And now Roxanne with the Pop Rocks! Roxanne with a statement win on Raw. Here's your winner, Roxanne Perez! And Roxanne with a win here on Raw, as she wins her first match as a Monday Night Raw superstar. That's right! And Roxanne making a statement. And now a Raw superstar makes a clear statement. That's what I'm talking about. Girls! What is this? I just arrived in the arena and I hear you lose? Sorry, Empress. Sorry? Sorry. You want to say sorry? What did I tell you a few weeks ago, huh? What did I tell you weeks ago? No losing! I told you no losing! And it was Julia that got pinned. I don't care who got pinned. I told you, no losing in the Empress Empire. Understand? Somebody's angry. What do you want, Rhea? What do I want? Why don't you show your little empire how to win then? I'm challenging you tonight. But you're not. Fine. I accept. But my title will not be on the line. That's perfectly fine by me. I would rather beat you and earn a chance. I would like to earn my chance at my baby. So I'll see you later tonight, Oscar. Yeah, I will see you later tonight. Say so, another pop, better lay low. Well, we're back in the ring, and look who's here. It's the Grayson Waller effect. Toronto, Canada! You're all getting a piece of the Grayson Waller effect! I am now a part of Monday Night Raw. Now, some of you may be wondering, hey, Grace, where are Skip and Cassie? Well, I'm done with them. I'm done with them because I am going to be my own guy from now on. They are no more than dead weight to me. They are dead weight, and they were holding me back when it was me. I was the one who pitched the idea for the three of us to be a team. And the two of them decided to make the Aussie Icons all about them. There's only one Aussie Icon, and that is me, Grayson Waller. And I'm going to prove that right now. To any little flog, if there's any flog in the back that wants to come out here and get some of the Grayson Waller rub, I am more than happy to give you some. Grayson Waller issuing out a challenge to anyone in the back. To anyone in the back who wants some of the Grayson Waller rub. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. What? What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, not this guy. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Not this idiot. It's Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder. Not this idiot. What is this moron doing back? And Grayson Waller does not look too happy with this. Wow. Cardona. Wow, I'm very surprised to see Matt Cardona back here in WWE. Well, he was here before as Zack Ryder. I don't care what the hell his name is. I don't care what the hell his name is. This guy's an idiot. This guy's a loser. Woo, woo, woo. Let's go, Cardona. Woo, woo, woo. Well, Grayson Waller might have gotten more than he bargained for. With Matt Cardona, a former United States and Intercontinental Champion, and also the former Indie God and a former Indie God. What the hell does Indie God even mean? Well, he was the god of the independent scene. Yeah, well, whoop-de-doo. Good for him. We last saw him on TNA. Where he tried to win the tag team titles with his longtime buddy, Brian Myers. It's been a long time since we've seen Cardona back in WWE. Oh! And Grayson Waller finds himself in some serious trouble. And Cardona flies! Whoa! Cardona flies! Whoa, whoa, whoa. And oh, wait a minute. Looking for the radio silence. Looking for the radio silence. So wait a minute. Waller rolls through and a kick out. Oh, what? Grayson Waller trying to spoil the WWE return of Zack Ryder, now known as Matt Cardona. And now an elbow drop. You had some of the Grayson Waller effect, huh, Zack? You had some of the Grayson Waller effect, huh, Zack? And now Grayson Waller starting to gain the upper hand. Yeah, this is what this man gets for coming back to WWE. This is not the same place. This is not the same place he once left it. This ain't the same place where he once left it. And now Cardona building up momentum here. And now Cardona starting to build up some momentum. Grayson Waller says that he is no longer associating himself with Skip Jarko and Cassie Lewis because he believed that they were making the Aussie Icons group all about themselves. Oh, nice counter! Nice counter. Nice counter by Ryder, and now a chop. And now a chop to the chest. And now Ryder. Wait a second. Oh! And Ryder with the unprettier. And now Ryder was looking for radio silence. But Grayson Waller blocking. Grayson Waller blocking the radio silence. And now Cardona rolls up. Rolls up Waller, but Waller able to counter. Oh, now right to the legs. Come on! Come on, Zack! Oh, look at that! And a nice roll through there by Waller. And now Waller with the sunset start unprettier. Looking to spoil the comeback of Cardona here. Looking to spoil the comeback of Matt Cardona. And it would be absolute, and it will be absolutely glorious. And I think it would be absolutely glorious. I don't know what your issue is with Cardona. Look, I just don't like the guy, okay? And, oh, look at this! Looking to spoil the comeback of Cardona. Oh, and Cardona kicks out. Look, I just don't like the guy. I just think he's an idiot. Uh-oh. And a nice counter by Waller. And Waller with a great counter again. Waller is on top of his game here. Well, if he wants to become a single star, he's got to be ready for absolutely anybody and everything. Oh, look at that! And another say-so stunner for his troubles. And oh wow, a big leg drop. And a big leg drop. Oh, and a kick out. And Cardona in serious trouble. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 Punk. And look out. Looking for it again. And now looking for it again. And now look at this now. Waller with a nice roll, through. And now Ryder. And now Ryder with a DDT. Ryder with an impaler. Ryder with an impaler. And now Ryder. Radio silence! And there it is! Oh, radio silence! On Waller and Cardona with the win. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. Here is your winner, Matt Cardona. It was a hard-fought battle. Yeah, Cardona had his work cut out for him in his first match back here in WWE, but he is successful as he puts down Grayson Waller. So how's my day been? It's been okay. I can't remember. I can't remember if they were in another country or not, but that's not the first time Charlotte didn't come to an event because they were in another country. Because I think it was the match with Chelsea Green when it was a singles match. I can't remember, but I think that was not the first time Charlotte missed a show because they were overseas. I could be wrong. Because hearing that Charlotte missed another show overseas and not being there, I was like, huh, that's not the first time she's done that. I think they also, I think they went overseas to another country another time and they said Charlotte wasn't there. It might have been the match with Chelsea Green. I can't remember. But that's not the first time they've done that. Charlotte was in Germany because her and Alexa beat the Kabuki Warriors at a live event. Bron, are you sure you want to go through with this? This is Kenny Omega you're in the ring with. Do you think I'm afraid of Kenny Omega? No, I'm not. No, I am not saying that at all, Bron. I'm just saying it's Kenny Omega. He hasn't had a match in he hasn't wrestled in ages. I couldn't care less. If that little punk wants to get involved in the Vision's business, I am gonna beat his ass. I like your fire, Braun. Go show him what happens when you mess with the Vision. And Patrice, I expect you to do the same thing with Raquel later tonight. Don't worry. I'll make Raquel tap like a little bitch, just like I did to Becky. And here comes the United States champion Bron Breakker, ready for singles action against Kenny Omega. Yeah, Kenny Omega made the challenge earlier. Charlotte was in Germany. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know, man. I really don't want them to break up Charlotte and Alexa, but that's WWE for you. Wait, does the title look weird? It does. What? The title looks all messed up. The title looks all glitched up. Why is that the case? Yeah, the title's all glitched up. What the hell? Yeah, you can see it a lot better there. The title's all glitched up. What the hell? listen to this reaction for the fans here in Toronto for their hometown hero, Kenny Omega. Well, he's from Winnipeg. And his opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. The best belt machine, Kenny Omega! We haven't seen Kenny Omega in a while. We haven't seen Omega in quite some time, but it's nice to see him back as he prepares for singles action against Braun Breaker. Kenny Omega has decided to get Kenny Omega alongside the Lucha Brothers and LA Knight were all fighting off the Vision. Kenny Omega has got a big task ahead of him against Braun Breaker. Kenny Omega, Kenny Omega, Kenny Omega, Kenny Omega, Kenny Omega, Kenny Omega. The fans here in Toronto are really happy to see Kenny Omega back. Absolutely. They are happy to see Kenny Omega back here in WWE. He was out of action for quite some time. We don't know what happened to him. He was out of action for an undisclosed injury. We didn't know much about it, but he's back. He's healthy. He's ready to go, and it's awesome to see him back. What a great way for Omega to return here in his home country of Canada. And what a great way for him to return in his home country in Canada. Well, still to come tonight, we've got a huge main event. Rhea Ripley and Asuka will compete. Rhea Ripley challenged Asuka backstage, and Asuka accepted the challenge. But the title will not be on the line, though. Asuka told Rhea the title will not be on the line. She's not defending her title and doesn't plan to defend it tonight. Well, absolutely. She said she has no desires to defend her title tonight. Kenny Omega. Oh, backbreaker. To knock off the United States champion after coming off a win over Evan Bourne. Big springboard drop kick. And Kenny Omega is all business. And Kenny Omega is all business. Drop kick. Braun Breaker is now in trouble here. The United States champion in big trouble here. Double stomp right to the ribcage. The United States champion in big trouble. And a kick out by Breaker. Well, things have not been turning out very well for the United States champion. Oh, wait a minute, looking for the V-trigger. Kenny Omega was looking for the V-trigger. Braun Breaker rolling out of the ring. And now Omega chasing after him. Oh my God! And Breaker just threw a chair right into the face of Omega. Well, it shows you that Braun Breaker doesn't care. And a spear on the outside. And a spear on the outside to Omega for his troubles. Well, Braun Breaker clearly clearly didn't care about this match. And Braun Breaker taking out Kenny Omega. Taking out Omega with a vicious spear. Well, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, Omega. Well, welcome back to Raw. Omega just got speared into oblivion. The referee called for the DQ because Breaker threw a chair in his face. Bow down, bow down. All hail the Queen. Well, here come the new women's World Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new Women's World Tag Team Champions, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Well, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss had major difficulties getting along during the tag match at SummerSlam, but they were finally able to put their egos aside. And look at this, a natural selection into a twisted Bliss combo on Nikki Bella to win them the tag team titles. Alexa Bliss is the queen of tag team wrestling, because she has won the tag team titles on multiple occasions with variant of partners. Don't these titles look good on us or what? Well, I was the one that did win them, Charlotte. No, we both won them together. See what happens when we coexist? Nobody can stop us if we work together, Alexa. Well, we would have beaten the Bellas a lot quicker if maybe you didn't try to make the match all about you. Regardless, Alexa, we are tag team champions now. And we have to start getting along, especially if we want to start winning against all the other different teams now that we are the champions. Well, of course. Charlotte. You can look, but you can't touch. You can't. Uh-oh. Well, here come the former champions. No, this is not happening. No, this is a crime. This is a crime. You two stole our championships. You two having those is a joke. Where's your title? Where's your title? Where's your title? Where's your title? Shut up! We are a real team, unlike you two. We want our rematch. We want our rematch, and we want our rematch, and we want it at WrestlePalooza. You want your rematch? You want to get your butts handed to you again, but this time at WrestlePalooza? You got it. You got your rematch. But let's make one thing perfectly clear, okay? Let's make this perfectly clear. The two of you will not be winning these championships back, okay? Because Charlotte and I, we're gonna beat the two of you. Oh yeah, you're not gonna beat us. You got lucky. You two got lucky at SummerSlam, and we're gonna prove it at WrestlePalooza. At WrestlePalooza, we're gonna prove that you two got lucky. Just look at Alexa and how short she is. Isn't she just the cutest? Isn't she as cute as Button? And Alexa with a drop kick to Nikki. And now Charlotte hammering away on Brie. And look at this. And now the tag team champions not going to take these insults from the Bella Twins. And not going to take these insults. And now Charlotte Flair has Nikki. And now Nikki Bella in big trouble. Charlotte Flair looking for the spear. And now Charlotte Flair looking for the spear. And oh my God! Oh! Charlotte inadvertently speared Alexa Bliss. Nikki avoided the spear, but she got Alexa by accident. Oh, and Brie takes advantage. And Brie and Nikki taking advantage. Charlotte Flair was trying to hit Nikki. No, that looked intentional. She hit Alexa on purpose. That was not intentional. And now the Bellas taking advantage of this situation. And now the Bella Twins taking advantage. And now Brie Bella with a Bella Buster to Alexa. And now Nikki Bella has Charlotte Flair on her shoulders. And there's a Rack Attack 2.0. These are the Raws again! And Nikki and Brie raising their titles up. Raising the women's world titles up. Or they're getting their rematch at WrestlePalooza. Charlotte Flair inadvertently striking her own partner, Friendly Fire, and then the Bellas took advantage. And there you see Raquel Rodriguez getting ready for action as she prepares to meet Patricia Ryan in singles action. Well, Patricia Ryan coming off the biggest win of her career as Raquel Rodriguez, one of the newest additions to the Raw roster via the transfer, prepares for action against Patricia Ryan. Patricia Ryan claims she can make anyone tap out, but the question is, can she make Big Mama Cool tap out? Dun 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 and the following contest is set for one fall, making her way to the ring. Big Mama Cool Raquel Rodriguez. Well, it's nice to have Big Mama Cool Raquel on Raw via the transfer window. Well, I tell you, this was a much needed refresh for Raquel, but Raquel's got her hands full here tonight against Patricia Ryan. Embrace the Vision. Patricia Ryan. And her opponent, representing the Vision, the submission technician, Patricia Ryan. Well, Patricia Ryan got the biggest win of her career at SummerSlam on night 2, making Becky Lynch tap out like a bitch, Bateman. Make sure you say it right. She made the man tap like a little bitch. Oh, please. Patricia, 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 Patricia. Shut up! And the WWE Universe chanting the name that LA Knight called her, Pa Bitcha. How does he come up with this stuff? How does LA Knight come up with all these things? And now Patricia trying to out-muscle Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, that's not going to work out. Trying to outpower Raquel. If there's one thing you cannot do, and that is try to outpower Raquel Rodriguez. What do you think moving to Monday Night Raw means for someone like Raquel Rodriguez? Well, it obviously means more opportunities. You know, she wasn't doing a whole lot over on SmackDown. She wasn't doing a whole lot over on SmackDown, and she clearly saw the opportunity to decide to switch brands and, you know, try and take on more opportunities. And now Patricia Ryan finds herself in trouble. And now Patricia finds herself in a little bit of trouble and now tries to roll up Raquel. Oh, look at this. Raquel immediately powering out. And another current elbow tie-up. And another current elbow tie-up, and these two ladies now getting dragged into the corner. And now Patricia. Oh, look at this! And now Patricia takes advantage. And now Patricia takes advantage. And now these two go. And now these two smacking each other. A little bit of a hard-hitting affair here between both Ryan and Raquel. Oh, hitting each other hard. Oh, hitting each other hard. Raquel gains the advantage. Cover on Ryan for the win. And now Raquel. Wait a second. And now Raquel has Patricia. Oh, look at this. On her shoulders, a torture rack. Well, Patricia is the submission technician. She knows all the submissions in the book. She knows a lot about submissions. And now Patricia Ryan now starting to gain the advantage. And now the advantage finally starts to... And now the tide begins to turn as Patricia Ryan now gains the advantage. And now Patricia exposing the turnbuckle pad. Exposing the turnbuckle pad. And now Patricia Ryan. Oh, with that gut buster. A nice little gut... That nice gut buster that Patricia Ryan has added to her repertoire in her moveset. Well, if there's one thing you cannot argue with, and that is Patricia Ryan continuing to evolve her moveset, making her moveset even more better than before. Wait a minute, Patricia had something in mind, but Raquel able to get free. Raquel able to get free, and now Raquel sends Ryan into the corner. Oh! And there's that corkscrew elbow drop on Ryan, and Ryan holds on. Ryan manages to kick out, and now Patricia in trouble. Ryan looking to lift her up for the Dahana bomb, and now look at Patricia. Counters out of it. Oh man, nice counter out of the Dahana bomb. Countering into a roll-up. Oh, and a big clothesline. Counters out of it into a roll-up. And now Patricia goes into the corner. Patricia Hammer! And there's the Patricia Hammer on Raquel. Ryan with another win here on Raw. And Patricia gets the win over Raquel. Here is your winner, Patricia Ryan! And Patricia Ryan picks up the win over Raquel. Patricia Ryan continuing the momentum, continuing her momentum. Boom! The Patricia Hammer taking Raquel out of it. And Patricia continues to build momentum after the huge win she obtained. And now look at this. Oh, wait a second. And now look at this. Now the Patricia stretch. Patricia's not done. Patricia Ryan now with the Patricia stretch on Raquel. Now she's trying to make Raquel tap. She's trying to tap Raquel out. That's what she's trying to do. Trying to tap out Raquel, but Raquel refusing to give up. The man has come around. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Oh, well, look who's coming out. Here comes the man. Here comes the man, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch looking for some payback, and Patricia Ryan running off. And Becky Lynch, come on, bitch, fight me. Patricia Ryan backing off from Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch clearly is far... This issue between Patricia Ryan and Becky Lynch is far, far from over. Hey, Patricia, you dope! You want to run your mouth saying you made me tap out? Well, I say, Well, I say we change things up a bit. At WrestlePalooza, I challenge you to a street fight, bitch! Whoa! Wow! Look at Patricia's face. Becky Lynch has challenged Patricia Ryan to a street fight at WrestlePalooza. My goodness! I've beaten you once, I can beat you again. Patricia Ryan and Becky Lynch may be colliding in a street fight. That's going to be awesome. I am the necessary evil. We are the necessary evil. Me and Alistair, we're going to be taking over Monday nights. Everyone better realize they have inner demons. Everyone has a dark side. Everybody has a devil sleeping, wanting to come out. And that's why we are going to unleash the demon in all of our opponents. There is a dark side in everybody. Everyone has one. Rhea does. Everyone does. And that's why we are that necessary evil. Because we're going to bring out the darkness within everyone. Wife, tell me, why did you join? Why you joined with me? I joined with my husband because I was sick and tired of the disrespect from these fans. I was mistreated for a long time. When I got a chance to be a champion, the fans didn't give me a chance to show what I could do as a champion. The LWO showed no respect to me. And of course, my so-called friend Isabel didn't want anything to do with me. She was never there for me when I needed her. But there's only one person that I wanted to be with, and that is my husband. He is the only one that came to me when I needed help. Dakota Kai, I hope you hold that title nice and tight, because that title will soon be around the waist of the necessary evil. The visual Zelina. The necessary evil of Aleister Black and Zelina. Well, I'll tell you this. I really like this pairing already. I like this pairing already. I like this pairing already. Bateman. Well, Damian Priest was told by Daniel Bryan that he will have a match against a superstar who will be coming through the transfer window, and Damian Priest is ready for action. Well, Damian Priest has not been on his winning ways as of late, but he looks to try and turn things around. But he looks to finally turn things around. But I'll tell you this much. He's going to be ready for action against anybody Yep, Brian told him go to the ring. Your match tonight will be against one of the newest additions to Raw. I'm curious who it's going to be. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa! Oh yes! Wow! Dun, 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 dun. Oh wow! I like this. I do too. The Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. I am a fan of this Drew McIntyre. Yeah, and yes, Sean, I do wish Armin would stop spoiling stuff for me. I'm just in disbelief that the year has just started and we've already got like 4 new champions within a week. Within the first week of 2024, we've already gotten 4 new champions. Julia, Rhea and Io, Becky, and now Drew McIntyre. I mean, sure, I'm glad Drew's finally the champion. But seriously, like, they could have done that at WrestlePalooza. They could have done that at WrestlePalooza. They could have pulled the trigger at any time. But they stalled and stalled and stalled and stalled and stalled. I feel like McIntyre's win doesn't feel important because it took them so long to pull the trigger. And secondly, they had Jacob Fatu return. Why the hell is Randy Orton why the hell is Randy Orton not doing anything about it? You would think they'd have him do something about it, but instead they're wasting time by having him confront guys like Trick Williams and The Miz. And also, it happened on a SmackDown. Such a random time to have the WWE Championship change hands. We're just guaranteed a new champion every week now, since Triple H just continues to change the titles around every damn show. That's why I'm getting fed up with all these title matches, because he just constantly just does title changes. He just does it for the sake of ratings. He just does it for the sake of ratings because he just thinks, oh, new champions. Oh, if I make new champions, maybe the fans will finally watch. Maybe if they see a new champion, maybe that'll pique their interest to watch the show, maybe. Claymore! McIntyre with the Claymore! And McIntyre wins! McIntyre gets the win against Damian Priest. Welcome to Raw, Drew McIntyre. Here is your winner. Drew McIntyre! Welcome to Raw, Drew McIntyre. There are 2 reasons why I left SmackDown. Number 1 is because that idiot CM Punk is the champion. And number 2, Seth Rollins. I am going to take your championship. Wow. Also, what was the point of having Oba retain and then vacate the title? And that too. Like, what was the point of having him win the title, period? What was the point of having Obafemi win the title? It's like what I mentioned in the NXT review. Like, can't we at least have a TNA guy win an NXT title for a change? It's almost like if you're going to form a partnership, can you at least show that you're going to be fair with the partnership you're working with? You know I'm interested in signing you. I know, Daniel. But I'm sorry. This contract just doesn't work for me. Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But it's not a bad offer though, Daniel. Ah, Jordan Grace. Nice of you to stop by. Hello. I'll be leaving now, Daniel. You know I'm interested in signing you, Jordan. SmackDown's offer wasn't very good, so hopefully you can give me a good one, Daniel. Oh, trust me, I will. Emily Bell and Jordan Grace from NXT looking like they could be getting signed to Monday Night Raw. I hope Jordan Grace signs with Raw, and I hope Daniel Bryan can at least try to convince Emily Bell to join Raw. But it's time for our main event here on Raw. Rhea Ripley set for action against the Women's World Champion. I eat, sleep, bleed. Look at my eyes and I move a line. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, South Australia, the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Well, Rhea Ripley has been on quite the bit of a losing streak as of late. Yeah, don't say that word around Rhea Ripley, she'll lose her mind. Yeah, she's been on she's been on a bit of a losing streak. She's looking to hopefully turn things around here tonight against Asuka. Yeah, a win here over Asuka would definitely get her back in line for the Women's World title, and it would give her a big win. More importantly, Rhea Ripley is undefeated against Asuka. Asuka has never defeated Rhea Ripley in one-on-one competition. Every time they have met, Rhea Ripley has always defeated the Empress. Empress Empire. Far and wide, a light years away. Clouds of brothers of all my name. Far and wide, screaming at your name. Visits the business of all my name. And her opponent from Osaka, Japan. She is the brand new Women's World Champion. Worship your Empress, Asuka! Travis Bateman, you better worship your Empress every Monday night now that you're on commentary permanently on Monday Night Raw. I've seen what Asuka's capable of. She is very dangerous. We saw what she did to her former best friend Kairi Sane to win the Women's World Championship. It just feels right to see that title back around the waist of the Empress. She lost it at WrestleMania. Regained it at SummerSlam Night 2, and here we go. Our main event is underway. Rhea Ripley challenging Asuka. If Rhea Ripley wants to get back into title contention, she's gonna have to win this match. But more importantly, Rhea, as we've talked about, is also on a bit of a losing streak. She's also been on a bit of a losing streak. A win here would not only get her back in the title picture, but it would also finally put an end to that losing streak she's been on. And that losing streak all got started all because of one woman, and that woman is Lana. Who would have thought Lana would be the reason Rhea Ripley would be going on a massive losing streak? I know what you mean, Graves. Someone of Rhea Ripley's caliber losing to someone like Lana is unheard of. And now Rhea with a tight squeeze on that headlock. Yeah, she's got a good grip. She's got a good grip on Asuka, but Asuka gets free. And now Asuka got Ripley by the arm. She's now got Ripley by the arm. A little bit of chain wrestling here going on between these two high-profile athletes. And now Ripley. Oh! Ripley tossing Asuka. And now Asuka has the arm of Ripley. Oh, look at this. Working on the arm. Good strategy. Focus on a body part. Asuka's got the right idea. Focus on a body part and just slowly whittle Rhea Ripley down. And that is why she is the Empress, Bateman. This has been an unbelievable Monday Night Raw post-show after SummerSlam. I am now a permanent member of the Monday Night Raw commentary team, and I feel honored to be here calling this show with you, Graves. You're a breath of fresh air, unlike Michael Cole. And now look at this, the Prism Trap. The Prism Trap locked in here on Asuka. Is Asuka going to tap out here? Is Asuka on the verge? Of tapping out? Is the Empress on the verge of tapping out here? If she submits, Rhea will win the match. And now Asuka. Do you miss Wade, Travis? I'm only going to miss poking fun at him about Kathy and Mary. That's really about it. I'm sure Michael Cole will do it for you. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Oh, man! Nice wow. Incredible combination there by Asuka. Empress kick. And there's the Empress kick. Down goes Ripley. And Ripley kicks out again. And Ripley managing to hold on. And now Asuka dragging the Eradicator to the center of the ring. Oh! And Ripley with a nice catch. Ripley with a nice catch and a nice Northern Lights suplex. The champion is down, and Ripley off the top rope. Ripley off the top rope with a big elbow drop. Ripley goes up top again, and a frog splash. And Ripley with a frog splash, cover on the Empress to finally end her losing streak. Ah! They're going to finally end her losing streak. So close. And now here it comes. And there it is, the Riptide! And there's the Riptide to defeat Asuka. 1, 2. Oh, and look at this. And now there's and Shida pulling the referee out. Shida pulling Charles Robertson out of the ring. You mother... Shida just pulled the referee out. And now and Rhea Ripley. Oh! And Rhea Ripley booting Shida off. Oh, booting Shida off the apron. And now look at Rhea. And there's Sakai Akai. See you later, Sakai. The Empress Empire trying to help out their leader, trying to make up for what happened earlier in the night. And Uzani, oh my God, and Uzani crushing Rhea Ripley against the post. The referee didn't notice it. Uzani throwing Ripley back in the ring. The referee didn't even notice what happened because the referee was too occupied with Shida. And now the warship lock. The warship lock on Ripley. Ripley trapped center of the ring. Got nowhere to go. Can Ripley hold on? Ripley trapped in the center of the ring. She taps out. Asuka defeats Ripley. Thanks to the Empress Empire. Here is your winner. Here is your winner, Asuka. And Asuka wins the match. And now look at this. And now the Empress Empire continuing their assault on Rhea Ripley. Right. Here comes Carmella, Isabel, and Monroe. Here comes Carmella, Isabel, and Monroe fighting off the other members of the Empress Empire. And look at this. They're now fighting off the members of the Empress Empire. And now Asuka. And Asuka still in the ring. And Ripley back to her feet. And Ripley, wait a sec. And Ripley with a riptide. And Ripley with a riptide. Ripley with a riptide. Just flattened Asuka. She just flattened Asuka. Dun 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 dun. Watch me, watch me. Wait. Wait a second. Oh my God, no way. It's Liv! There's Liv! There's Liv! There's Liv! She's got her contract! Liv Morgan's got her Money in the Bank contract! Wait a minute. Asuka's staggering back to her feet! Asuka staggering back to her feet! And Liv Morgan with the briefcase! Liv Morgan with the briefcase! Just flattens the Empress! I'm cashing in! I'm cashing in! Oh, wait a minute! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, Graves! Oh my God! Oh my God, Graves! Liv Morgan is cashing in her Money in the Bank! Ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan is cashing in her Money in the Bank contract! Oh my God! Liv Morgan has used it! Liv Morgan, she's not even from Raw! She's not even from Raw, Bateman! But Liv Morgan has used the briefcase. Asuka is in deep trouble here. Asuka's in a world of hurt. Asuka now in trouble. And now Liv Morgan looking to take advantage here. Liv Morgan looking to take advantage of Asuka in this weakened position. Asuka in a world of trouble. Now Asuka trying to fight back, but Morgan went for a big kick, but Asuka was able to avoid. Asuka might have been Asuka survived Rhea Ripley, but can she survive Liv Morgan? I can't believe Liv Morgan has just turned up on Raw and has now used her Money in the Bank contract. Asuka is in grave danger. Yeah, Isabel, Carmella, and Monroe fought off the Empress Empire. They're now in the back. They've now all been sent to the back. And now Liv Morgan, we're going to take advantage of this big situation here. Big seating senton on Asuka after cashing in her contract to win the gold. But Asuka still got some fight left in her. Asuka still somehow has some fight left in her, despite everything that has happened here tonight, here already. And now Liv Morgan looking for the Oblivion. Oh, but Asuka counters with a big kick. Nah! How in the world is Asuka still standing after everything that's happened to her? That's why you got to worship. That's why you got to worship your entrance, your Empress. She had a grueling match with Rhea Ripley, and now she and Liv Morgan in the ring for the Women's World Title. No woman has failed their Money in the Bank contract cash-in. Every woman, even Liv Morgan, who have all cashed in their contract, have all been successful. There's never been a failed Money in the Bank contract fail for the women. And Liv Morgan off the second rope takes down Asuka. Well, that may not change here tonight, because Liv Morgan is all over the weakened Empress. Oh, and a code breaker off the second rope. Well, that looked ugly. Oh, and a kick out. And now Liv looking to cash it, looking to successfully cash in her contract. The contract has now been made official, and now Asuka trying to fight back. Asuka's fighting for her life right now. She's fighting for her life. She's fighting for her title. Cross-arm breaker on Liv. She's fighting for her title that she just won at SummerSlam. Her title reign could already be over. Oh, and Liv. And now Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan now has Asuka in serious trouble. What the hell happened to my finisher? That was weird. Just look at Asuka. She's had a grueling match with Rhea Ripley, and now she's in there having another hard-hitting matchup with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan and Asuka putting on a good show. I'm amazed Asuka is still able to fight despite everything that has happened up to this point. Yeah, but Liv Morgan showing her determination. Liv. We would have thought we'd hear the WWE Universe be rallying for Liv Morgan. Well, it just shows you how much people do not like Asuka. Just shows you how much people detest Asuka, and how much they would like to see the Empress, and how much they would like to see the Empress get beat. And now Asuka fighting for survival here. Oblivion! We're about to have a new champion! We're about to have a new champion! 1, 2, wow! What the hell? Rhea Ripley, she's still out here! Rhea Ripley just pulled the ref out! Rhea Ripley just pulled the ref out! What the hell? What the hell are you doing? Liv Morgan's in disbelief. Liv Morgan is in utter disbelief. Oh, and now Asuka taking advantage. What the hell are you doing, Rhea? Oh, big kick right to the face. What the hell are you doing, Rhea? What the hell was that for, Rhea? What the hell? And now the Empress Impact on Liv. No, not this way. 1, 2. Asuka has retained her gold. Fire in the wire, the line is away. The tossers, the film that's come for my name. Here's your winner and still Women's World Champion, Asuka. What the hell was that all about? Rhea Ripley just cost Liv Morgan the Women's World Championship. What the hell was that all about? And now Asuka leaving the ring. And now Asuka leaving the ring. And now look at Rhea Ripley grabbing Liv Morgan and a riptide to Liv Morgan. What the hell has gotten into Ripley? And now look at this. And now Ripley headbutting Liv Morgan. Ah! You want to come to my show and try to take my title? You think I've forgotten, huh? You think I haven't forgotten? Oh, look at this, and now the prison trap on Liv. And now the prison trap on Liv. And now Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's tapping. Liv Morgan's tapping to the prison trap. Look at Rhea Ripley loving what she is doing to Liv Morgan. And now grabs Liv again. Oh, come on. Enough is enough. Grabs Liv again. And now a riptide to Liv Morgan. On the Eradicator. Wow, this crowd has completely turned on Rhea Ripley. And Ripley putting her boot on Liv Morgan's face as she poses over the down to Liv Morgan. Well, history just got made tonight, Pat Bateman. For the first time, a female has failed their Money in the Bank contract, and it was thanks to Rhea bloody Ripley.